Welcome back. Before we start, I would like to know, how are you? You, how are you? How is your head? Are you having an up day? Having a down day? I know how you feel. There are days where you just don't want to get out of bed. And at times, with my anxiety, my depression, I would end up getting my days and my nights mixed up. I'd be sat till 3, 4, 5 in the morning watching stuff on TV. So if you're watching this at 5 o'clock in the morning, I apologise. But you need to get yourself back into a routine. And this is where I believe something like this helps. Giving yourself something that you've got to get up out of bed for in the morning. Giving yourself something to make. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy. Just to make something, to achieve something in the day. And to make your day productive. That's the key. Make the day productive. Today, we are going to make something very simple. And it just gives me something to get up out of bed for in the morning. And that's what it's all about. Get back into a normal, whatever normal is, routine where you're getting up on a morning and you're going to bed at night, not in the middle of the next morning. So, let me show you what we're going to make today. This is what we're going to make today. A kitchen roll holder. Welcome to Headspace Woodworking. For our kitchen roll holder, we're going to need first a length of timber. This is a reclaimed floorboard. 99.9% of the time the stuff I actually make is with reclaimed wood. Floorboards, joists, battening, basically anything I can get my hands on. Luckily I actually have a contractor who renovates houses, and he's kind enough to actually come down and drop the good bits of wood off for me, so thank you for that. So, length of timber. What we need to establish first is how big our roll is. So starting off, we are going to place our roll on the roll holder, leaving approximately, let's have a look, we get about 3 centimetres, yeah, 30 millimetres. And this is a full roll, so we need, I would say, about 30 centimetres at the back too. If I get a pencil that actually has a point, would be better. There we are. So about 30 centimetres. Mark that. Take our square and square that up. Now we're going to need 2 of them, and we're also going to need to make sure that it is wide enough
for the roll, otherwise you get scratched. So I think what we'll do is we will take again 3 centimeters, place our roll on there, mark where the edge of the roll is, and add another 3 centimeters. And again, take our square and mark it off. Now the easy bit, we don't need to measure to mark the other side. We use this bit, the first bit, to actually put the side. Now, why did I leave 3 centimeters either side? The thickness of the timber. Because what we're going to do is we're going to attach this to each side. So first, what we'll do is we'll cut our pieces. This can be done with the handsaw, jigsaw, circular saw. I'm going to use my chop saw because I have one. This Evolution saw I've had for about 3 years now. First thing, major tool I bought. Currently at the moment this is on Amazon, this being March 2025. This is on Amazon currently at about £135. Not the top of the range Festool or Milwaukee or whatever. As I say, budget tool. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our first cut, squaring it up with the first line. Get that out of the way. Our second line. And this is where we use our first one to mark pencil to mark the other end. See? Hang that up. And now we have two pieces exactly the same size. Now what we could do is give them a quick sand, stick them two ends on there, drill 2 holes, and that'll be it. It will work. But I think what we can do is we can do a little bit better. I think we're going to put a bit of a design on the ends so that it fits in the kitchen a little bit better, I think. Now, placing your design, because you can make it whatever shape you want. I made one, I think you'll see it on my website, for lobster claws for a local fisherman who catches crab and lobster, and he needed a roll holder for the boat, so I made it out of lobster claws. So what we'll do is we'll take that and we can clamp it together. All I've done there is clamped it with an F-clamp to the bench. Now, if we take a jigsaw, make sure that we have a full battery. Yep. We can cut the two shapes out in one go. So okay, I'm back. I had to go and get batteries or a battery charger for my camera. So the outlines, and this is how it's going to fit. Now what we need to do is drill a hole, as I said, through these two pieces for the dowel. Now I don't have a broom shaft or anything like that at the moment. What I do have is a bit of poly pipe. So I'm just going to cut this poly pipe to the length required. Now I'm going to stick it right the way through, so I'm going to make it the same length as my back plate, like so. After cutting it to length, I'm going to have a bit of raggy edges, so a bit of sandpaper. Just take off the burrs on the inside as well. And there we have our bit of poly pipe. Now what we need to do now is drill the holes through the ends, but making sure it's tight, nice and tight, like the originals. There we are. So we'll give that a quick mark and we'll drill them all out. We can do this with a force and a bit, jigsaw, whatever you have, but I'm going to use a force and a bit over on the drill press, and I'll show you that now. With a bit of scrap wood below, I will fire this up. And there we have our 2 holes drilled. Now, should be lost me a bit of down now. I haven't gone anywhere. Where the hell did that go then? Oh. Now, should be a nice fit. It can travel through, but it's not too loose. Which way are we going to put this? That way. Like so. And the roll fits. And then there's plenty of space at the back. Excellent. Right, now we get all this cleaned up, sanded, and maybe a round over. Once you have your pieces sanded and you're happy with them, it's time to attach them together. Now, centering the piece, we will just make a couple of wee marks, just tiny little marks on each side, so we know where we can drill. Now, they're not level, they're not the same size, so there's my ruler. The first one mark is 20 millimeters up, 20 millimeters up, so we'll make a mark there. Placing it the right way around. Line it up like that, and there we are. Now we know we can drill our holes between there. Now that is 6.5 centimeters. So I think if we put one in at 5.5 and one in at 1.5. I'll do the same over here. One in at 1.5 and 5.5. Now get our drill, and we're going to drill a pilot hole. Now, all I'm doing here is just drilling the pilot hole through from the front so we know where we are. Right the way through. Same with this side. Now we can turn it over and put a countersink in. Like so. Now we'll get some screws. There we are. Two, three, and four. And what we're going to do is just going to put these through until the tips help to do the right tip on your drill. Just take them through until just the very tips show through. Now, ensuring that we have the right orientation. There we are, we'll line that up. Like so. And just give it a tap. Again with this side, line it up with the right orientation. And give it a tap. And what that does, it leaves us our little indent, and that's where we know we need to drill the pilot holes. So if we drill small pilot hole there, and there, and the same with this side. There, and there. So now place them on, and just back the screw out a fraction. So it gets tight, and then drive them home. Same with this side. Out front. And drive them home. We can take our tube now, feed it through the 2 holes, and there it is. One kitchen roll holder. And to change your kitchen roll, just slide that out. Place your kitchen roll in and put the tube back through. And there we are. One kitchen roll holder. Now, you can finish this any way you wish. You can stain it, you can paint it, whatever you wish. That I will leave up to you. Now I'm going to be placing this in the most important equipment you have to have in Headspace. It's a must. The brew kit. Taking your masking tape back off, lining it up on the wall, ensuring, I'll put it over here, ensuring that it's pretty level, I think. And there you are, stick it to the wall. Place your screws in, leaving just enough space. Generally I would leave a thread and a half. Lining the holes up. Not very straight, but put in the tube. Roll it. And there you have it. One very easy project for anybody to do. Now, this is just to keep your head busy. Doesn't have to be great, doesn't have to be perfect. Probably the more imperfect it is, and the more personalized it is to you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and once again, leave comment how you feeling. It's not so much about leave a comment on what you thought I did wrong, did right. It's all about what you're feeling. How do you feel about it today? And if you make it, post a picture. Send me what you've done. And as you see, any shape for the sides, just make it yours.
Make it from you. Make it from the heart. And keep your head straight. And you have to remember, always keep somewhere for your head space. Thank you for watching.